Hey everybody, welcome back to A Gringo's Guide to Salsa Piano Part 2. Thanks to all of you who supported the first video and left very supportive comments and feedback. We're going to look at rumba clave today, which is the clave that we didn't look at in the first video. If you haven't seen the first video, I'll link to it in the description box below, as well as in a card, because knowledge of the son clave is probably very helpful in order to think about rumba clave. Rumba clave is usually a 3-2 pattern, and the only difference between rumba clave and son clave is one note, the third note of the pattern. So once again, son clave in 3-2 would be 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So the third beat, the third stroke of the clave is on beat 4. It's on the downbeat. Now rumba clave, this moves by 1/8 note. It moves over to the and of 4. So rumba clave in 3-2 would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. This gets tricky because at faster tempos, we can often confuse that push on the and of 4 to be on beat 1. Rumba clave is not this. It is not this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. It's not that. The push is on the and of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. So at a faster tempo, the clave part would sound like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like son clave, the 3-side of the montuno, the 3-side of the clave is always anticipated, or almost always anticipated. And the 2-side usually sits a little more on the downbeat. Through these examples, we're going to play over B flat 7. We're going to use a montuno from my composition Aforismos, from my album Alicuanta. That is also linked in the description box below. Okay, so harmonically, let's look at this montuno that I'm using as an example. We're on the chord of B flat 7. And in this particular case, I'm going to voice in thirds or in tenths. So the top note of my right hand will be an F, and my left hand thumb will be on D. And I start, as always, with an octave in the right hand. Now, depending on the speed and the density of the music, you could play octaves in the left hand too. So I'm going to start by just arpeggiating. So if you think of your hands in particular triad inversions, so my right hand is in root position, B flat D F, and my left hand is in second inversion, F B flat D. So I'm going to go from top note to bottom note to middle note, and then I'm going to imply a second chord of A flat major or F minor 7. So harmonically, that's what my hands are doing. They're just going down a tone. So here's the full tumbao, or montuno. So Now I'm on the F minor sound, the A flat sound, back up, down. PDFs of this montuno are available on the Patreon page, and also this tune is available on the album Alicuanta. All of this will be linked in the description box below. So I'll play the montuno really slowly. 3, 4. So as you see, the 3 side is always pushed. I start it on the and of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. In that case, I pushed both sides. I pushed the 3 and the 2 side. 3 and 4 and. For a timbale track, this is a very common pattern in Guaguancó for the timbales to play. We're going to hear this at 70 and 90 beats per minute. I also want to talk about playing more open or more modern or more Latin jazz ways of phrasing over the clave. And it's basically editing your montuno, and instead of playing arpeggios like we've been looking at, you're going to play fuller voicings. I got a lot of these ideas from Arturo O'Farrill, who wrote a great masterclass in Keyboard Magazine in the late 90s or early 2000s, I think. Basically, all your voicings, we're going to use mostly jazz-type rootless voicings in the left hand with other embellishments on top in the right hand. And those will follow the accent pattern of the clave without actually playing a montuno.